Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Uzi here and I'm back, as you can see, for a DKS guide. Make sure you have annotations turned on throughout this whole video so you can use this menu section here and navigate to the different parts of the guide. Hey there guys, and welcome to the recommended gear and stats for this DK's guide. Now you want 96 something for a pack yak, barrels or better gear, 70 plus. Basically you want some either power gear or defensive gear depending on what you think how you think you will do. You want 96 herbal or 91 boosting with overloads, and chaotic or higher weaponry for all three combat styles if you're solo tribriding, or if you're doing duo or whatever, you want to take the different gears depending on what attack styles you'll be using. And Fremenic C boost 4 are not required, but they really help a lot by noting the bones and making you do extra damage on the DKs. Here you can see the different melee setups or gears and weapons you can take, with the best being from at the left and the worst being at the right. The different recommendations for all the different slots, and I will be showing you the same for magic and range, so be sure to pause if you want to read this and I'll carry on with the guide. As you can see on screen, this is the gear that I take while that I'm wearing, and it is usually melee because as soon as you go in while solo tribriding, you're going to want to kill the Supreme first, who is a ranger, so you might as well have your melee gear out. And yeah, this is the melee gear that I use. If you want to change any of it, use the recommendations I showed earlier. As you can see here guys, I've got an image of what I take in my beast of burden and my inventory. Obviously you can change this and scale it up or down. Sorry, for your beast of burden, if you have taught, you could just take less, and if you have different gears, just substitute that in. Where I put my gears, this is for a 2-hour trip. As you can see by the 4 overload flask, I do take penance as well as vampirism, as they're both useful throughout the trip. I'm going to be showing you how to get to DK. They're actually located within the Waterbirth Island dungeon, and to get to the Waterbirth Island, the quickest way is to use the Relic House tab and then walk as shown on the map, and then you get to Waterbirth and just walk around into the cave. However, if you don't have a house located in Relica, you could also run from Sears Village or using the Camelot teleport or the Sears Lodestone. In order to get inside the dungeon and access the DKs, you will need a door partner, which can be found using the Bursting Lob CC. And what you and your partner want to do is first go into the dungeon and go to the north door first. Both of you stand on the pressure plates. This will be shown in the video, by the way. Stand on the pressure plates, open the door, run all the way south, not the middle door. You have to go to the furthest south door and open that. One of you goes through that south door while the other one runs back north through the north door, and then you both need either a range or a magic weapon in order to open the other person's door and get into the tunnel. As you can see on screen, I have here the order of prayers as you pray, that you want to pray, as you run through the Waterbirth Island dungeon, first being mage, second being range, etc., until you get to the DK's ladder. This will be shown on video coming up next. Once you are outside the DK's lair, there is actually a summoning obelisk right up next to the ladder that you could use, as you can see me using it here in the video. And there's also some creatures here that you can soul split off to get back some health, or you could just build up your adrenaline and then use regenerate, which is a very useful tool, as you can see. And once you are at a high enough adrenaline, then you want to go down into the DK's lair. Make sure you've overloaded prayer renewal and activated your aura if you're using one before you go down, and go down the ladder with your adrenaline. Make sure you take out the Supreme ASAP. You want to be praying range if the Supreme is on you. Even if the Rex is on you, want to carry on praying range. But if the Prime, who is the Major, turns and attacks you with Mage, as you can see him to the north, he just turned to attack me there, you want to pray Mage because you're in a melee gear and you're just going to get torn. And this is actually the hardest part of DKs, where you get piled by all three. So you want to make sure you just kill the Supreme ASAP and then get the cycle started. Use all your threshold abilities, and you can even use Berserk, but it is quite risky here as the Rex is also on you. Once you've killed him, collect your loot and then run south towards the Rex lure spot, which you will see me doing. As I've collected my loot, I am actually going to bank it. Now the way that I find best to lure Rex is to run all the way south and then let him hit you a couple of times, or just once is enough, and then walk all the way east towards this patch of seaweed where he'll actually get stuck behind the skeleton, and even if he gets past the skeleton he won't be able to attack you, and then just mage him from here. You don't want to soul split right now because the prime's on you, but later on during the trip when prime is not on you and you've completed a cycle, then you can soul split Rex quite easily. Here I'm trying to, and I get a bit lucky with the prime hits, so yeah, you can mage Rex from a safe distance. He's actually one of the easiest ones to kill. Once Rex is dead, you want to run north and get your range gear on in order to kill prime. Make sure you're far enough northeast that if either Supreme, the Ranger, or Rex, the melee, spawn within this time, they won't attack you automatically. And while raging, if Supreme is up, make sure not to use any area of effect abilities such as Ricochet, otherwise the Supreme will start attacking you, as you can see here in the video, which can be actually quite detrimental to your trip. Once you've killed the Prime, get your melee gear on, pray range, and go over, pick up the loot from the Prime, and bank it if you have a yak. And then make sure you have some adrenaline left after killing Prime, so you can kill the Supreme quickly before the Rex spawns. Use all the threshold and ultimate abilities, and you can soul split if you want, but he does hit quite hard. I mean Bandos, which isn't the best gear defensively, but if you're on really good defensive gear, you could just soul split it quite easily and comfortably, and then kill Supreme. And then after this you want to kill Rex when he spawns, lure him as I showed you, and just repeat the cycle. And that is how to do DKs. A lot of you are probably thinking why you'd want to do DKs. First of all, they are actually one of the most fun bosses in my opinion to do in the EOC. They're not really easy like some of the God Wars bosses, and you have to try with and actually try hard. As you can see, all three of them have specific ring drops, which are actually quite valuable, and you can make a lot of money. The drop rate is 1 in 30 for a rare drops, which isn't really that much, so you can actually be expecting, if you're going on a 2-hour trip with decent enough kill speeds, to get at least 2 or 3 drops during the trip, which can add up to quite a bit. Also, as you can see on the screen, they drop Dagonoth Bones and Hide, which together right now are worth 15k, which is a lot for just one kill. They are very easy to kill after the initial kills when you first go in. Also, all three of them have the chance of dropping a Dragon Hatchet, which right now is worth 3.7 million, which is quite a lot of money. And yeah, as I said before, the rare drops are 1 in 30, so you can be expecting at least 3 or 4 drops within a trip, over 100 kills. That's going to be it for my DKs guide. Hope you guys enjoyed, and be sure to comment, rate and subscribe. It did take quite a while to make, and you should be expecting another PvM for Profit video coming out either tomorrow or the next day. I just need to record some clips for it, so yeah, be sure to comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out.